Life lessons. This is for June 8th, 2025. The first one is no matter what happens, you can make it. So oftentimes we think that something happens to us that we consider to be, catastrophic or traumatic, and we think that we can't go on. But no matter what happens, we can make it. Just think about people who have been in the same situation that you're in or worse, and they've made it. So you can make it no matter what happens, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how things seem, you can make it. You just put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. You have to have a vision, something that you're working towards, something that you want to see happen, and just keep moving forward, keep working towards, and have a good attitude, a positive outlook for your life. The second one is do what you know you should. And so oftentimes we're expecting something to happen and we haven't done anything for it to happen. So in other words, we have a goal, a dream, and we expect for it to miraculously happen, but we haven't done any work. We haven't taken any actions. We haven't taken any steps for that particular thing that we want. So we have to do what we should. So I think it's good to make a list of things that you know you should do. And oftentimes those things that we don't want to do, that's scary, that's hard, are the things that we should do right away. And so do what you know you should. It's super important that you do what you know you should. We don't need to always be doing things that we want to do. We should be doing some things that we don't want to do. And part of that is growing. The next one is put yourself out there every single day. And so this is something that I'm so guilty of. And so all of these lessons are lessons that I'm learning either through my own experience or through observation. So put yourself out there every single day. If you want people to find you, if you want people to know who you are, if you're trying to build a personal brand, if you're trying to build a business, you have to put yourself out there regardless of what happens, regardless if you think you're going to be rejected, regardless of criticism, regardless of people talking about you. You have to put yourself out there every single day. The next one is the beautiful thing about hitting rock bottom is the only way is up. And so Les Brown says if you can look up, you can get up. And so we have to just take one day at a time. We have to say, okay, what do I need to do next? Or what's the first thing I need to do? And we all have stuff that we need to be doing every single day. So what's the first thing I need to do? Or what's the smallest step that I can take? What is one thing I can do to help myself? What's one thing I can do to move me forward? So there's always something that we can do, even if it's a small step. There's always something that we can do, and ideally, we're doing, a bunch of things in order to make our lives better. And so Jim Rohn talks about action. He says the only way to take action is massive action. So we need to be taking massive action in order for our lives to change. And of course, sometimes we can't for whatever reason, but we should be taking, one baby step if we have to, until we can take more steps. Don't listen to the naysayers. So what I've learned is that everybody has an opinion about everything. Everybody. And so people will be negative. It's just part of life. And so I've learned that the people who are negative and who have the most to say aren't doing a thing. They're just sitting on the sidelines of their own life talking about other people. So don't let that deter you. Let people talk. You can do hard things, you've done them before. And so it's nothing better than having been through something, because then you got a track record. Then you know that you can go and do something else. And so just look back over your life and see the things that you've already overcome, the challenges you've already overcome. And just realize that if you've done hard things before, you can do them now. And if you think you haven't done anything hard, let this be the first thing you do, that you just stick with it all the way to the end, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what it looks like, no matter if things don't look like they're changing, just stick with it all the way through to the end. But you can do hard things. We all have done hard things before. I just think about, all of us had to learn how to walk. We didn't know how to walk. And so at that particular time, it was a hard thing, and we just kept trying. We never gave up on it because we wanted to walk because everybody else was walking, right? We didn't give up on talking because everybody else was talking. So we don't need to give up on this particular thing that we're working on that's hard. Life is going to be hard. Life is going to be hard. We just got to keep moving forward no matter what it looks like, no matter what somebody else is saying. We got to keep moving forward, knowing that we can do hard things. Believe that you can do it. And this has probably been a lesson I've learned every single day. It's just, we have to believe in ourselves. We can borrow somebody else's belief in us, but we need to believe in ourselves. No matter what, we need to believe in ourselves. Just look at all the things that you've done, all the people that you've helped, all the people who look up to you, all the people that you encourage, all the people that you've been nice to, over your life. Just look at all the things you've already done. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. So I believe that if you have a desire for a thing, then you have the ability to accomplish that thing. Just keep moving forward. Just one step at a time. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your failures. Just keep moving forward. You are enough. You are enough. We often look to other people and we see that they're a certain way or they've done a certain thing, and we look down on ourselves. We don't see ourselves having the ability to do a thing, but we are enough. We don't have to keep doing anything. We don't have to look to other people for affection or attention or approval. We're good enough just like we are. We don't have to go and get 1,000 degrees. We don't have to go and get 1,000 certifications. Of course, they help, right? They prove that you're mastering a particular area. They prove that your commitment to a particular area, but you're enough. God has given you enough inside of you. Keep trying. I'm always amazed when I look at Thomas Edison and all these great people that came before me, Michael Jordan, and these just different people who've done great things. And we underestimate the power of trying over and over again. We underestimate the power of the repetition. And so we have to keep going. We have to keep trying. And it may be 1,000, it may be 10,000 tries, but we just keep on trying. We just keep getting better. We just keep tweaking it. Just keep looking at the feedback and just keep getting better instead of quitting on everything. And then you look around over your life and you quit 1,000 things. Where if you had stuck with one thing, you would have tried that thing 1,000 times and you would have perfected it. You would have made the tweaks. You would have constantly gotten better in that thing instead of trying 1,000 things and 1,000 failures, nothing to show for it. You are one call, or one breakthrough, or one opportunity away. You are one call, one opportunity, one breakthrough away. And I got this kind of idea from Russell Brunson. He talks about you're one funnel away. And so I believe that in our lives, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on, no matter what we've been through, no matter how the situation looks right now, things can change in a moment. Things can change in an instant. We're not in control. We just do the work and then let God do the rest. And so we're all and we don't know how quick it could happen or how long it'll take. I think that while we're waiting, we should be preparing and getting better and having a good attitude, helping somebody else, encouraging somebody else. But we're all just one breakthrough, one call, one opportunity away from changing our lives. Just one away from changing our lives. Never underestimate your gifts, skills, and talents. And so like I said, we look at other people and we see they're great at this thing, they're excellent at this thing, but we don't realize that we are gifted as well. It may not be the same thing, but we all have skills, gifts, talents. We all have areas that we do that people look to us to do or ask for our help in areas. We all have things that we do well that we don't even think about. We just do them without thinking about it. We're just that good at them. You were meant for greatness. We all were meant for greatness. We can get comfortable living in mediocrity. Of course, I get that. But we all were meant for greatness. We all have greatness inside of us. We all can do more than we're doing. We all can live better lives than we're doing. Some of us we've settled. We're comfortable in complacency. We're comfortable in mediocrity, and we stay stuck. Someone is watching you. Someone is admiring you. Someone is looking up to you. Somebody's cheering you on. So you got to keep going. You got to keep going with a good attitude. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep taking the steps. You got to keep learning and growing. Don't let bitterness get in your heart. And so it's easy when people hurt us. We're hurt over and over again. We can let bitterness get into our heart. But we got to ask God to forgive us. And we got to move forward. We got to figure out why we're bitter. We got to figure out what we need to do the next step. And then we got to let that bitterness go. We got to ask God to help us with that bitterness to make us whole again, to make us not, be bitter. And then the last one is trouble don't last always. It don't matter what it look like now. Trouble don't last always. We have these seasons in life where things are not always the way we want them to be. But it will not be like this always. At some point, it's going to get better. At some point, things are going to turn around. But trouble won't last always. It's going to get better. You just keep moving forward. You keep doing the work. You keep whatever it is that you know you need to do, that's what you need to do. But trouble don't last always. You're going to have a testimony of this test. You're going to have a story to tell. You're going to be able to help other people. Trouble don't last always. These are the life lessons for June 8th, 2025.